how to do rifle or submachine gun to pistol transition drills, technique 2 of 2 for film and TV. That's what we'll answer in today's video. Hi, my name is Dylan Wilson with CBT Stunt Alliance. Train hard, perform easy. We help actors, stunt performers, filmmakers, and content creators learn professional stunt training for use in film, TV, and live action performances. Before we get underway, if you'd like to add movie rifle, carbine, and shotgun training to your current actor or stunt performer skill set, check out our highly popular online rifle, carbine, and shotgun master course at movierifletraining.com, or click on the link below this video. You can learn all the movie set gun safety basics, how to properly hold and fire a carbine or rifle, how to present and shoot a carbine or rifle, and all types of tactical movements, all types of amazing reloads, transitions, even how to do scene work with rifles and carbines and more. All taught by pro armors for the film and TV industry. You can sign up now and start training now. Go to movierifletraining.com for more information. Okay, so we get a lot of questions about tactical movie gun training for film and TV. So we're going to share a few things with you. Okay, so why use a rifle to pistol transition drill for film and TV? Well, for two reasons. One, high production value. It definitely boosts production value for any type of movie gun choreography. And two, is that it's great for character development. The audience definitely believes your character when you can actually execute these techniques properly. Watch this clip from the movie Bad Boys for Life to see this in action.
Transition!
Now, I'm actually an experienced stunt coordinator and armor for film and TV turned full-time director. This is something I plan to do from the beginning of my career, even attending and graduating film school as a director. Along my journey, I noticed that being a stunt coordinator and armor made me a better director, and being a director made me a better stunt coordinator and armor. Now, how this benefits you is that I can share with you insights and experience from both sides of the camera, as well through all phases of production. Okay, so before we begin movie gun training, we always do a safety briefing. Now, this is different than the one that we do on set, since you're at home and we're not actually issuing any prop guns to you. Yet with us, safety is always paramount. This will serve as your safety briefing. Again, it's different than the ones that we do on set, since we're not issuing you any movie guns. Yet, since we wish to instill safe practices into you, we modified it for your benefit. So pick up your movie prop gun, keep your finger off the trigger, make sure it's on safe as well as unloaded. So finger here on the frame, unloaded. Same with this one. Finger here, unloaded, and it's on safe. Now, as a reminder, never do any movie gun training with real firearms. Do not do dry fire. Make sure you invest in a good movie prop. If you need to find one, watch our video on how to get a movie prop gun for cheap. The link is below this video. We're going to cover some prop gun safety rules that you can use at home. These are different from gun safety rules that you use on a live fire range. You can learn more about the differences with our highly popular video, Real Firearms Training versus Movie Gun Training. The link to it is below this video. So I wish for you to memorize the acronym DIFU or DIFU. The DI stands for direction. So you always want to point the movie gun in a safe direction, and never point it at another person. Even if it's a airsoft or something like that, it doesn't matter. You always train the same way. So there are two directions that you are clear to point the firearm in. One is straight down into the ground. So if you're up standing around, you're between scenes or something, you can take the pistol or the carbine and just let it hang by your side and point straight down to the ground. That's a safe direction. The second direction is whatever the armor determines to be downrange, which is safe. And for you, that'll be a wall. So you choose a wall in your house or your apartment. Make sure it's not a place that's highly trafficked where people can walk in front of you or something. It can even be aiming inside of a closet, right? So whatever place is good for you. for me, it's going to be a 180-degree arc from this wall all the way out to camera to this wall. I won't be pointing back that way because sometimes I'll have to show you like this, and then sometimes I'll show you like this. So then this 180-degree arc is downrange for me, yet I won't point it back that way. And this is how you have to be, so you always are aware of where you're pointing your movie prop gun. The F is you always keep your finger off the trigger, and you want to keep it on the frame of any movie prop gun that you're carrying. Keep it away. Don't put it here. Some people put it here in the trigger guard or something like that. No, keep it on the frame until the armorer tells you or shows you otherwise. The U stands for unloaded. So keep it unloaded, and you can always check and make sure it's unloaded once again until the armorer tells or shows you otherwise. Okay, this concludes our safety briefing. Now that you've done that, go ahead and insert one magazine into your movie prop gun. And listen to the instructions given by the armorer. All right, so in this video, we're going to share with you how to do a unique type of pistol transition, where you're going to transition from a machine pistol, or some refer to as a submachine gun, without a sling, to a pistol. Now, in this scenario, the machine pistol, or SMG, is your primary weapon, and the pistol will be your secondary weapon. The one we're going to show you is actually quite simple, easy to learn and practice, unique, and actually very cinematic. So the first thing we're going to do is stage everything properly. So since this is going to be without a sling, we're going to take the sling off, because this one there's no sling, right? Now, the key thing to know is that whatever hand you wish to draw the pistol with, you need to be firing the machine pistol with the opposite hand. So in other words, if I wish to fire the pistol with my right hand, draw the pistol and shoot it when I do the transition, then I can't shoot with my right hand with the machine pistol. I need to shoot with my left hand with the machine pistol. That's the key thing. So if the pistol's gonna go here, I'm gonna start firing here. And so initially I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw with the right hand. So what that means is that I'm going to stage the pistol now. And I'm going to stage it at my hip. It can be in any position that you want. It could be a hip, the appendix. It could be in a holster, an external holster. It's entirely up to you. Whatever the character calls for, just make sure you practice. It could even be a concealed carry draw. It's an additional step in reeling the pistol. Just whatever way you're going to do it, just make sure you practice until you're smooth. So now the pistol is staged here, you know, at my right hip. And so what we're going to do is we're going to fire now. And what we're going to do is we're going to fire 3 times with the machine pistol, and then we're going to transition to the pistol itself. So I'll do this slowly, bring it up here. My finger is straight until I'm ready to fire. Once I'm here, bang, bang, click. At this point, my finger is going to leave the trigger and go to the frame. I'm going to rotate the machine pistol and look at the ejection port, right? And I'm going to look to see what's going on there. We're just going to say, for whatever reason, it's nothing that we can clear, so we're going to transition. So that's the first step. Bang, bang, click. We're here, we look, see that? At this point, here's what we're going to do. The left hand with the machine pistol is just going to do just like this. That's it. See that? So it's going to go from here to here to here. Once again, from here to here to here. That's it. That's all the left hand does. So if you practice that motion, bang, bang, click. Now, so you saw what happened with the left hand. So at this point, once we're here and we go to check, we check and we see it's time to do the transition. The right hand goes down instantly to secure the pistol, while simultaneously the left hand goes to that third and final position. So right from here, we go right in and we have the pistol, and now we draw the pistol and come right out and fire. And this is a one-handed shooting grip. If you don't know how to do this, watch our previous video. We showed you how to shoot a pistol or revolver with one hand. It's the same exact thing. So when you finish, you're here firing, bang, bang, bang. And that's what we do. Now, if you notice, the machine pistol is still right here. It's still right here while we're firing. When we get into the production tips later on, you'll understand some of the benefits of this. Bang, bang, bang. So we're gonna go ahead and restage everything now and run through the game. Again, it's pretty simple once you do it. And you can also do this with a carbine or rifle. You know, we just say a machine pistol. It could just easily be a carbine. So if you have a carbine or rifle instead, it's totally fine. So let's do it again. Machine pistol to pistol transition. Bang, bang, click. Bang, bang, bang. Once again. And we'll maybe do it by steps. Maybe make it a little bit simpler for you. Ready? So we're gonna fire, bang, bang, click. Check it. Time to do the transition. Draw. Bang, bang, bang. There we go. Now, I'll do that one more time on the right side. Everything we do on one side, we always do on the other. So we make sure that all of our skills are ambidextrous. One, because it makes you more desirable, you know, as a performer or actor. Two, if you're doing, if you're on set, sometimes the DP, the way it works out, it doesn't work that way in the right. They say, can you do it on your left-hand side? Especially for stunt performers, if they ask you to do that and you can't, it looks really bad on you. Because this is your thing. You're supposed to be, you know, you're supposed to be able to do this stuff. So the third thing is, if you're stunt doubling, the actor you're stunt doubling may be left-handed. And you want to be just as good and smooth on your left as you are on your right. And I've actually stunt coordinated and directed stunt performers who were good, only really practiced on one side. And we had to do it on the left side, and you could tell there was a qualitative difference between the two. You don't want that happening to you. So make sure you practice on both sides. So we'll do one more time on this side, and then we'll do it on the left. So machine pistol to pistol transition. Bang, bang, click. Bang, bang, bang. Very simple. Now we're gonna go ahead and stage it on the other side. So if you are performing most of the scene and you're shooting, you know you're gonna be shooting because maybe you're more comfortable shooting from the right shoulder, you know, and you're shooting like this with the right hand, then know to stage the pistol on your left hip. That's the only difference. Which means you gotta know how to shoot with the pistol on your left hip and know how to do that one-handed draw with your, you know, from the left hip. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'll give it to you from this angle. Bang, bang, click. Now from here, you don't do this, right? There's no ejection port there. This is the ejection port. Ejection port is where the spent casings fly out of. So that's what you're looking. You're seeing if there's something going wrong in there, or it could be, you know, that you're just out of rounds. Yeah, that's what you do. Now this part, depending on the production, the armorer and stunt coordinator director may tell you to get rid of this part, to just take it from here and go bang, bang, click, and just go right into the transition. Because they may not want all this. Bang, bang, click, and then into that, right? You train the proper way, because if you do it quickly enough, it's not going to be noticeable. If you're doing it, you're practicing all slow, then they're going to want you to get rid of it. Yet the more that you stay to the combat way, the combat effective way, the more you're going to stand out. So just remember, when you're here, bang, bang, click, you're turning it here now so that you can look into that ejection port area. And then at this point, this hand goes down, secure a new pistol. The right hand now secures the machine pistol here, and you fire again with the one-handed grip. Bang, bang, bang. Do that one more time. And you notice it's different when you have a sling. You know, a sling, you can, you know, there's another transition we showed in another video where you actually have the sling
and the rifle or carbine hangs from your neck. You just kind of take it down, and now you can fire with 2 hands on the pistol, because the sling is actually keeping the rifle, carbine, or machine pistol close to your body. Yet if you never train, without a sling, then you're going to be at a loss on what to do. All right, so last time, we'll give it to you from this angle, from this perspective. So we're here, bang, bang, click. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Those are all the components on how to do machine pistol with no sling to pistol transition. Now we show one here. There are 5 transitions in the master course, 2 of which are designed specifically for you to be able to walk with it and also to be able to run with it, to get those John Wick, Proud Mary type moments, in film and TV.
Broken down step by step to make it easy for you to understand. Lastly, we'll finish up by sharing some tips for character development, film and TV production recommendations, and more. Yet before we do, check this out. Let's take a sneak peek and look inside this master course that was made by professional armorers for film and TV, stunt coordinators, actors, and filmmakers, for professional actors, stunt performers, and filmmakers and content creators. By the way, if you're a veteran or experienced with firearms, you're going to learn how to convert your skills into movies and TV. Now, the first thing you see is you notice that we designed our platform to be intuitive and easy to use. Those right here, how many classes? There are 91 instructional classes in here, so there's a lot of information in here to fuel your entire career. Also, each master course starts out with an introduction and a safety briefing from your instructors. Let's go ahead and hop in and take a look at one of them. Now let's listen to what they have to say.
It has value, and those teachers oftentimes are able to help other people grow, expand, and become more. So when you have that rare occasion when you can have those who...
They actually, share their background, their pertinent information, and actually brief you to be safe as you're going through the training. Plus, you also see that there is a cheat sheet, which is an actual handout that accompanies the course, which is so crucial to help you learning everything. We're going to take a look at that in a moment. Plus, we have our private online social community, which we'll actually take a look at a little bit later on. These are all resources that are here to help you and support you as you go your career. Plus, you get premium email support, our email address. You can ask us questions, at any time. As you notice, our innovative master course platform shows you if you finished that instructional or not. Right? So let's say if you're going through the instructionals and you haven't, you've watched like 1 or 2 of them, and then you get busy and you're not able to look at it again for a week. Well, otherwise you'd have to come back and try to figure out which video you left off at, and you had to rewatch certain videos. No, it tells you which one you actually completed, what percentage of the unit you completed, as well as which one to start at next. Also, it's broken down to be very easy to learn. So each of these blocks here is called a unit, and each of these is a video instructional, each one about 10 minutes long. We keep them about 10 minutes long so they're bite-sized, easy to absorb. There are some that are a little bit longer because they have to be. Yet for the most part, each one's 10 minutes long. So let's go ahead and take a look at one now. We're going to look at the Carbine, Rifle, Submachine Gun, and Shotgun Academy. And here we'll take a look at some of the shooting stances. Take a look at the crouch. So let's take a listen in this instructional on how to do one of the shooting stances known as the crouch.
And like this. The thinking is also a lot of times they'll have body armor or ballistic vest or some type of ballistic protection. And when they're doing that, if you notice his shoulders are square. Let's go directly towards the camera. His shoulders.
And you see it's step-by-step instructional, so you learn exactly what to do. You learn the reasons why you're doing it, and you learn how to play it perfectly for camera each and every time. So here's another unit, Pro Screen Tips for Carbine and Rifle. So let's take a look at one now. Cinematic Carbine Reload number 1, a tactical reload.
So when he pulls it, he's going to produce it like that. And now it's going to be in his hand. And you see how it forms an L shape with the other magazine? So now his support hand, he takes some ambidextrous, dexterity rather. It forms the L shape. That's the key thing.
One of the other things, there are things that we call live action video displays, and these are actually clips from movies. Like we have one here from the movie John Wick that shows you how everything that you're learning, how it actually looks in the final cut in the movie, so you observe how it all ties together. So let's take a listen to this one from the movie John Wick. These are transitions and reloads. There's that reload. See how quickly it happens. You're going to go on now to the shotgun clinic, and it shows you everything you need to know cinematically on how to use the shotgun for dramatic effect. Let's take a look at one of these.
So from here, I'm here, I play the camera, and then I go up and down. That sound and that motion, and if you observe, you probably saw the shell.
And once again, let's take a look at one of the live action video displays for that same one. For the dramatic one arm reload with the shotgun, we'll look at how it was used in a movie before. One of the other favorites with stunt performers and actors is the Carbine disarm double play. And these are some of the disarms that are the most cinematic and famous used in all of film and TV history. Let's take a look at one of these now.
So I'm here. Yeah, I step and grab. I'm secure. I'm locked in my shoulder. Try to pull it away from me. See that it's locked in? Everything we're showing you is combat effective, right? It also is going to move. Now I'm going to step with this foot. And this hand I'm going to throw a punch going across.
This one is our monthly Sharpen and Polish video conference lab. Each month we do this, and it's designed to actually help you with your career. Try it 48 hours risk-free. If you don't like our carbine and rifle movie gun training master course, or don't think it will work for you, we'll refund every penny. Who else lets you go through their movie gun training, and then if you're not happy, gives you a complete refund? Bottom line, we're passionate about making our customers happy and keeping them that way. So well worth the investment if you're serious about adding rifle, carbine, and shotgun movie gun training to your current acting or stunt performer skill set. And understand that most stunt performers and actors don't invest in movie gun training. A small percentage invest in real gun tactical training and learn the most basic of skills. Also, local movie gun training classes are very rare and virtually never teach this type of stuff. They focus more on you walking around looking tactical and none of the other skills. So you'll have a significant advantage when auditioning and performing. Now we'll finish up by sharing some tips for character development, film and TV production recommendations, and more.
Okay, a few helpful tips. Now, one of the great things about this, not from a combat perspective, it would suck in combat to actually have to carry, a heavy behind machine pistol or submachine gun and not have the additional benefit of having a support hand firing from a pistol. That sucks. Yet, from a film and TV perspective, what it does is it doubles your production value, at least from the prop perspective. Because usually, for each character or actor or something, there's only one firearm, right? Yet with this one, there's two firearms in the same shot. And it's not something that audiences are used to seeing. They're not used to seeing two firearms in the same shot. They're used to seeing, if anything, just the same person carrying the same type firearm. In some of the movies where people are more tactically trained, they may have transitions, like you saw earlier in the earlier video clip in this video. Yet that's not the norm. So something like this, instantly stands out and it becomes an iconic moment. It could be something that they even use in the marketing. They might use a clip of you doing this in the movie trailer. I've had stuff like that happen where directors like a piece of what I did. I wasn't even in the movie for that long. And they liked something that I did, and that made the movie trailer. It premiered in one of the, I think, like Regal theaters. I was amazed. So you never know where something like this can actually turn up. Also, this type of movement or technique, you're going to get better coverage. I'm not able to do it as easily with this camera. Doing medium shots, medium close-ups and close-ups. So whenever you're able to do this, just know they're going to get closer coverage of you because of those reasons. That they have two movie prop guns in the shot at the same time. So if you're here, and if you're at the low ready or something, they're going to get that medium shot of you. Even if you're here, you're by a wall or something, by a pillar. Say I have a pillar to my back and I'm by a wall. I'm here now. I've got a firearm in each hand and I'm looking. You see there's all types of cinematic opportunities now that take place because of this type of transition. If you had the type where you have it on the sling, it's hanging down here, it's not the same. You notice the difference cinematically? Totally different. Yet, when this is up here, you're here, you're at the low ready, it just looks completely a lot more badass and tactical, you know, with that type of movement. So they're going to get more coverage of you is the whole point when you can do stuff like this. The last tip is always practice, you know, with your camera phone. Always record yourself. We call this in our master course making sure or ensuring that you're always camera ready. You need to see what the camera sees. The camera doesn't lie. If it looks crappy on your camera phone, it's gonna look crappy on the DP's camera, regardless of what type of camera they're using. If it looks pretty darn cool on your camera phone, it's gonna look pretty darn cool on the DP's camera too. So whenever you're practicing, the mirror is good too. There's nothing like video, because the video you can actually look, you know, see a lot more when you can review it as opposed to when you're watching in real time as you're doing it. So what we're going to finish up with is I'm going to do like a little 360 turn, and we wish for you to look and see the cinematic angles and the things that actually look good. So if you're a content creator, you know what to shoot. If you're an actor or stunt performer, you know how to put stuff together for your reel, and also how to do things to generate what we call golden cinematic moments. So we'll just do it just when the pistol is already out. We've already done a transition. I'm just going to do a 360-degree turn. So I'm in the low ready right now. I'll just do 360. And you'll see there's going to be certain moments that just look cinematic. Even like here, maybe even leaning it out a bit more, right? So, you know, if you're here and you're searching. Without this, if I'm just doing the low ready, it doesn't look quite the same. And if I'm here doing the low ready, it just looks totally a lot more badass. Now, if I'm here at this position and I'm at muzzle depressed, all right, or even something like this. Right, this is how you get a feel for what's cinematic, you know, when you're working with different movie prop guns. It's just experimenting with this. As an actor and stunt performer, you want to know this because most DPs you work with don't know how to shoot action. Neither do the directors. You're not going to know this stuff. A professionally trained armorer should know this stuff. This is one of the reasons why they hire armorers, because they know these type of things. Yet if you already know it and you're naturally doing it, the armor is going to recognize it in you, and you're going to quickly become their favorite. Lastly, just know that the tips that we're sharing with you are some of the exact conversations that professionally trained armorers for the film and TV industry actually have with directors and producers. This is how we help them determine the choreography for the action sequences, for the shots, how to determine the camera angles, what type of cameras they're going to be using, what type of lenses they're going to be using, what the lighting is going to be like, you know, what production design is going to do as far as how to lay out the room and the furniture in the room. All these things, you know, are part of those conversations that professional armorers have with production.
All right, so make sure you like this video and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Also, make sure to sign up for our Pro Stunt Tips email newsletter to receive movie gun training tips in your inbox. Lastly, if you'd like more information about our rifle, carbine, and shotgun movie gun training online master course, go to movierifletraining.com. Prepare to have your mind blown. Or click on the link below this video. Again, my name's Dylan Wilson with CBT Stunt Alliance. Don't miss our next video where we share with you another movie gun training tip. See you next video.